Hey guys, so this is the first multiplayer version of Sunnyside Cemetery. This is basically a pre-alpha. There's still going to be a lot of bugs and there are things missing, like there are still most art assets need to be replaced. Not all cards function correctly, and there's a lot of changes that need to be made, but this is the very first version of the game that we had that now works on Android, and it works with true multiplayer. So two people can download the app and they can play from wherever they are, and it functions. I can't understate how difficult that is to actually do. With that said, right now the layout is very basic. This is our current deck builder. I already went ahead and made a deck, and this is kind of how it looks. So you can kind of see right now all the Reapers. They have different base stats. There are aspects of the Reapers that are not implemented yet. We do not have the NFTs in this version of the game currently, but we have had the NFTs implemented before, and we're just deciding the best way that we want to go about that. With that said, you can kind of get an idea of how it looks. You can go through every card type, and it shows you a little bit about each of the types of cards. So that's just a quick look at that. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm playing and recording on an emulator on my computer, and then on my phone I'm also playing the game. So on my phone itself, I am creating a new game which is through the internet. It's not a local connection, it's truly through the internet. Since I created it on my phone, we're just going to do find games, and you can see that the lobby that my phone created is right here. And we won't play through an entire game set, but I just kind of want to show you what the game flow looks like at a high level. Again, there are still a lot of bugs that need to be worked out, but this gives a very good first look, I think, of how the game actually plays. And with that said, the game is meant to be played vertical on your phone. It is Android compatible. Later down the line, we do want to make this work for iPhone as well, but that will be a longer term goal at the moment. The gameplay itself is essentially meant to be very simple, where anyone could pick it up. Every turn besides the first one, you draw 3 cards and you have the option to play up to 2 cards every turn. And basically what the game is meant to do is make it really easy for people to pick up. It won't be like a time investment to play the game. Like, you can pick it up, play, go over, play quickly on the bus, and then put the game back down again. Right now, the NFTs themselves will be Reapers, and that's one of the aspects of the game that will still be implemented, along with the idea of faction bonuses. Those are bonuses that apply to the Reapers themselves. Behind the Reapers are supports. Supports provide bonuses after the battle stage, but they can also act as a block to your health pool, which is the tombstone here. With that said, we have different types of cards. So we have the actual deck with a counter. Veiled Omen is one of the card types that we need to still implement. It basically acts as a delayed spell card, where it will activate after a certain amount of time. The relic itself, this is a card that you pick before the game actually starts. This is something that activates at the end of your turn based on criteria, and it helps act as a comeback mechanic to passively balance the game. So with that said, I'm just playing through some of these so you can see how the game functions. And then other aspects of the game that we will have implemented as well is the idea of boss cards. Those are cards that require extra work to actually summon. When you can summon them, then they become this like powerful entity on the field that acts as a block to your health pool, and then you sacrifice cards to the boss versus playing cards on the field to cast his abilities. With that said, I think this is a pretty good just kind of first look, and we'll end this here. But yeah, thank you guys for watching, and this was the first look at Sunnyside Cemetery.